Is something going on?
Sounds like it. Kisara wants us all to meet at the castle entrance. Taking in the view again?
Yeah. Looking at the scenery helps take my mind off things.
Like what?
Being a maiden. Whether I really am a descendant of Naori. Those kinds of things.
So, are you mad at me?
For what?
I destroyed the Renaissance. Right as you were about to get rid of your thorns forever.
Why did you destroy it?
When I saw it appear in front of me, it reminded me of what happened back on Lenegus. And the rest was... it was all just a blur. I'm sorry.
It must have been a pretty terrible memory. Besides, we don't know that the Renis Alma actually was destroyed. For all we know, it might have disappeared with that red woman.
If so, then why are
Don't.
you...
It's okay. You brought me back. You got me away from Volron. That's enough for now. Let's get going. We shouldn't keep everyone waiting.
Kisara said she wanted everyone to meet at the castle entrance. Hey, Shion.
Don't.
Okay.
I'm sorry. But if you come any closer, you'll only end up getting hurt.
Because of your thorns, you mean? Trust me, I've endured...
No, that's not it. You don't understand, Never mind. Sorry, just forget I said anything, okay?
If it isn't your thorns, does that mean there's something else?
It's just... It's nothing, really, okay? So you can stop asking me.
Okay. In that case, I'll see you up ahead, okay?
Oh, it's you two. I suppose that makes me the last one then.
We better get a move on or else we'll never hear the end of it from Kisara.
Right you are. A month has passed since we vanquished Volron. I would have thought that the Renans on Lenegis would have made their move by now. Yet they still remain as silent as ever. We have no idea what happened to Volron's body, nor its whereabouts. The Red Woman also has yet to reappear, for that matter. And contrary to what I had heard, when the Renis Alma formed, not 5, but 6 elements were present, with darkness constituting the 6th and final Master Core. Were either of you aware of this?
You mean about the Renis Alma? Of course not.
Same. I had no idea a Darkness Master Core even existed.
What about Shion's maiden powers?
No. That was the first I learned about that, too. Or anything about having that power.
Me too. I remember thinking the same thing.
What could it all mean, I wonder? There are so many questions with too few answers, particularly when it comes to that Red Woman and her abilities.
Were it any other ability that used astral energy, I'd say it was an astral art. But hers was different.
Speaking of astral energy, we also mustn't forget that while the other Master Cores disappeared when forming the Renis Alma, for some reason the Fire Master Core remained. It may well have been the work of your maidenly powers. Alphen, are you still able to wield the blazing sword as before?
For now, at least. That Renis Alma sucked most of the energy out of the Fire Master Core, but it still has enough for me to use the sword.
And the sword is safe inside of me for the time being.
Good. At least that's one thing we needn't concern ourselves over.
You can say that again. We have more than enough to deal with as it is. Let's go.
Hey, wait up!
I heard we are all to meet at the castle entrance.
This is Ganya, who has a problem he needs help with. I was just about to ask him what that problem is.
All right, then. Well, tell us what's on your mind, Ganya.
I'm hungry.
You're hungry? Where are your rations? Did you not get yours?
I did.
Are they not enough?
No, I have enough.
Then what's the problem?
Alphen, you have to remember, these people aren't used to responding so quickly.
Oh, right. I forgot. Sorry about that. So you have your rations, and it's enough food, but there's still something wrong with them.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I got that part.
Do your rations taste bad?
I don't know.
What's that supposed to mean?
I haven't eaten them, so I don't know how they taste.
Wait, if you're not eating them, then what are you doing with them?
Bringing them into the castle.
What? Why? Wait, back up. Are others doing this? Who told you to bring your rations in?
Everyone in my group is doing it. I don't know who told us to do it. They only said to bring the rations into the castle.
I'm guessing none of us told them to do it, or else we'd know, right?
I was afraid that something like this might happen. The people in this capital are slowly regaining their own wills, but not everybody is getting them back at the same rate.
Are you saying someone who got their will back sooner might be taking rations from other people? If so, that's a serious problem.
Definitely. This is something we can't ignore. We need to investigate the castle.
It seems like the people here still tend to blindly follow any orders they're given.
It's a reflex that was quite literally beaten into them. Undoing it will take some time.
I know it's not their fault they're like that, but it's still irritating to deal with.
Hey, remind me, just what exactly are we all doing here?
What do you mean? We're helping people, aren't we?
Could have fooled me. Lately it feels like everything we're doing ends up half-baked. We liberated the people of Pelegion, but their hearts and minds are no less under the yoke than the day we found them. As for Volron's cronies, we have no idea where they scampered off to.
You think I don't already know all that? We're doing everything we can, aren't we? We didn't choose to get stuck here. Sometimes you have to play the hand you're dealt. Besides, you've seen all the same things I have. You know as well as I do that deposing the lords alone won't solve all the world's problems.
Rinwell's right. We've gotten this far, haven't we? We can't just leave things unfinished now.
I guess? I mean, I didn't think we'd be singing around the campfire as soon as the wall came down, but still.
The fight isn't over just yet. At least not while Lenegis remains a threat.
I'm just sick of all this waiting. If they're gonna invade, why don't they get a move on already?
Stop that! Don't you think we've got enough problems as it is without you tempting fate? Spot something?
Oh, no. Just wondering if I could see any armored guards.
Armored guards? You mean Volron's soldiers?
The moment we defeated their lord, all those guys bolted out of there. And not just out of the castle either. The city, too. For better or worse, it was the guards who looked after the city's Danans. Without them, making Pelegion half-habitable again has been one big headache.
It's not like they were on their last legs. They could have chosen to stay and fight, but instead they ran away and disappeared without a trace.
But without a lord to follow, they can't have any place to go. Unless... You don't think they went to Lenegis, do you?
It's not completely out of the question. Though I'd say it's more likely they're biding their time somewhere, just waiting for the perfect moment to strike back at us.
The people here in Pelegion are nowhere near ready to defend themselves. Great. Another headache to worry about. Is it just me, or was today's dinner a little low on salt?
I felt that it was seasoned perfectly, so as to bring out the flavor of the ingredients.
Last taste buds are still like a kid's, so if his food isn't rich enough, I bet he doesn't feel like he's eaten anything at all.
Don't make fun of me! We all need salt in order to survive!
He has a point. You do lose stamina if you don't get enough salt in your body.
Yeah, I remember seeing people trying to lick the rocks back in Calaglia.
What? Why would anybody do that?
Sometimes you can find rocks out there that taste salty. They used to say it was because of all the tears we slaves shed.
Most likely, that was actually rock salt that they found. When our provisions ran low, the Gaul would often bring some back for us to use. At the time, we used it because it's all we had. But now there's something hearty about rock salt I like. Even more than table salt.
Is it possible, perhaps, to find any rock salt in these parts?
It is. You have to know what you're looking for, but when I find any, I always break some up to refill our supply. The flavor even changes depending on what kind of terrain it comes from. Sometimes I end up collecting more than we need, just in case we like it.
Wow, Kisara's really serious about her salt.
You can always count on Kisara to be earnest. That's why we have to do our part and not add any more to her burden.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Hey, if we find anyone who needs help here,
I know. We'll make sure to ask what's wrong.
Well... Hey! Hoo hoo hoo. Hoo. Maybe something's going on in the forest.
I feel like somebody's watching us.
Maybe there's someone around. Huh?
Well... yeah.
No way.
Huh? Got it. Boomy! Boomy!
Heck? Are you stuck on that too?
No, really. I kinda see where they're coming from.
Are you okay? Oh, hey!
Seriously?
Well...
Well... Hmm?
Huh? Huh?
That's just...
I guess...
yeah. Law.
Yeah!
Oh?
Oh, wow! All right! I wasn't expecting a thank you for that.
Maybe socializing with people is helping to jog his memory bit by bit. You... Good luck.
Thanks.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
I wonder what we'll find out there this time.
Most likely Zeugles, I would reckon.
I mean, other than them.
You guys want to rest here?
debut performance!
Freeze Lance! Is that statue wielding art? Now I've seen everything!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Stalagmite!
Got flyers!
I've got it! Let a marksman handle it!
All your...
Freeze Lance! Freeze Lance!
Anything in armor is all
I'm
ready!
Neon! Astral energy! Full throttle! A flawless victory! Naturally!
Elusive deity! Hitting
Clear!
Here I come! You're mine! You're finished! You're on! Return to the station!
Stalagmite!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Sleep now!
It's over!
Hear me! Flame of fury!
It's over! Sword Rain Alpha!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! Another one down.
Is the blazing sword okay?
A little water's not going to hurt it.
Be a delicious piece of cake!
I can carve through armor!
To be let free!
Burning flame!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Back into the flame!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Is it hot? This one's got your name on it!
Action to action!
Lightning!
Take this!
Eat this!
Dragon Form! Sword Rain Alpha!
Now! Get toasty!
Bird strike! Those bombs of yours are amazing!
Who needs a gun when you can send them flying?
That thing looks like trouble.
Quite. I doubt we'd fare well against it.
I have a bad... feeling about this.
Anything normal is all mine! It's a duel of the eyes! Now,
Here I
go
come!
for the weak point!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Oh, now
Sword Rain Alpha! Dragon Swarm!
One more time! Radiant
Sword Rain Alpha!
Fall into thy own death! Constant
let loose! The enemy wields us too!
You'll soon see about that!
Struck!
In here! More for the stockpile!
Sword Rain Alpha! Not today!
Banana, let's go!
You're mine! First sight! You're finished! Dragon Swarm!
Don't mind if I do!
This shield. Be careful not to overdo it.
There you go! Don't let up!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Eagle Assault! Burning!
You're mine!
You're my foe!
Where are you going?
You're finished! Dragon Swarm!
Now I'm in the groove!
Amazing.
It's over!
Armor won't save you!
More where that came
Here I
from!
come! No escape! Sword Rain Alpha!
Showtime!
Eat this! You're mine! It's over!
Healing circle! Light
Here I come! No escape!
It was nice while it lasted.
Burn!
We're
Sword Rain Alpha!
Blood! Dragon Shell!
Take this! You're
Lightning
finished!
condemned! It looks like you got this one
Dragon
covered!
Swarm!
Illuminate the dark!
Watch this!
You're mine! Sword Rain Alpha!
This one's mine!
Take this! Sword Rain Alpha! Dragon Swarm! Sword Rain Alpha!
Water! Hear my
Sword Rain Alpha!
Glacial Fire! Here's the evil!
It's finished!
Let's do it! Freeze Lancer!
Dragon Swarm! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Raging
The
Storm!
flame is yours!
Let me help!
Let's free!
You're finished! Hear me! Confiscated!
Eagle Dive!
Burning! Glacial Shield! Here's the evil!
It's over!
In here!
First strike!
Freeze Lancer!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Eagle Assault!
Dragon Swarm! You're finished!
Eagle! Here's this one's mine! More for the stockpile! Freeze Lancer! Double playing nice!
Burn in hell!
Eagle Assault!
Take this! Sword Rain Alpha!
Illuminate
Sword
the
Rain
dark!
Alpha!
Come for... Holy Glimmer! Holy Lance!
Take this!
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire! Lightning attack! Burn expert coming through!
Where are you going?
Illuminate the dark! Not on my watch! Mega Ray! Annihilation!
Eagle
Assault! Mega Ray!
Dragon Swarm!
Annihilation! Freeze
You're
Lancer!
finished!
Now something special!
I like you all
Sword Rain Alpha! Stay away from my friend! Sword Rain Alpha!
Got it! Bring you back from death to bit! Now's our chance!
Take this!
I hope everything is medically approved.
Bring you
Sword
back from
Rain
death
Alpha! It's over!
Super Swallow Dance!
Solid Hurricane!
I've let you all down.
It's too much! This one's all mine!
Here's a hit.
That... Now I can let loose!
Bring you back from death to bit!
Ignite!
Celestial Hammer!
Take this! Sword Rain Alpha!
I'll
You're
use
finished!
Ice Prison!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Steel Hammer!
Here I come!
Here
Sword Rain
goes!
Alpha!
Radiant Smite! Here!
Swallow Dance!
Unleash Dark! Confiscated! Mega Ray!
Eagle Assault! Watch this! Oh, you are gonna pay for that!
Dragon
Eagle
Swarm!
Assault!
Healing
Sword
Circle!
Rain Alpha!
So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint, I hear.
Nope, that'd be silly.
No escape!
This! Eat dirt!
All good things come to an end.
Take this! It's over!
Back from death to bit!
Dragon Swarm!
That's gonna be smart. Holy Land! One more time! Wind Astral Energy! Lightning Condense!
It's weakened!
You're
Thunder
finished!
Blade!
This
Illuminate
ends
the
now!
dark! Come
It's
forth!
over!
Holy Glimmer! Holy
Dragon
Land!
Swarm! Here I come! Sword Rain Alpha! Take this!
This one's mine! Lightning Rage
Here I come!
Archer Fire complete!
Can't be happening!
You pay!
Ready to go! Back into the fray!
Will this...
Sometimes the best medicine is the toughest to swallow. Healing circle! Thanks! Just in here! Thanks for the healing.
Watch yourself, okay?
Yeah.
You too!
Try harder! Not a chance!
Here
Come on the run!
goes! Don't get cocky!
Right. Still anyone's fun.
Confiscated!
I'm not done! This one's all mine!
Arctic
Eat this! Sword Rain out!
One more time!
Here I come! Okay!
Lightning Condense! Thunder Blade!
I'm not done!
Stuffed up! Gemini Aqua!
You're mine!
No, it won't end like this.
Shiny
Sword Rain
Supernova!
Alpha! Dragon Swarm!
More where that came from!
Armor won't
Magic Sand!
Take it!
Freeze Lancer!
I'm not done!
Enemies immobilized!
Glimmer Dragon! Eagle Assault! I'll finish you here and now! Eagle Can't move! First shot! Whirlwind snap! Oh, not my finest. I can't believe this.
Yikes! Don't... Make eye contact with it!
We should be able to cook here. You can never be too prepared, but did...
There are still so many creatures we don't know about.
Have you been writing stuff down about what we fight?
Yep. It's actually pretty fun to observe them from afar.
Looks perfect and tastes just as good. All right, it's done. Apologies for the wait, you guys.
That's a lot of fish you've cut up again, Kisara.
That's because I caught so many earlier. If you're going to eat them, it's best to do it while they're still fresh.
Was it difficult slicing up that many fish?
No, I'm used to it. It's no big deal for me at this point.
I know I probably shouldn't be saying this after all the trouble you went through, but I've never really understood the appeal of sashimi.
Oh, I'm sorry, Law. I didn't realize. I only make it because it's an easy way to deal with big catches when I fish.
You haven't done anything wrong, Kisara. Law, if you don't like the flavor, you're always welcome to add some of my spices to it.
Hey, yeah, that might work. I'll just put some of this here.
What's wrong, Law? I've never seen someone jump up and sprint off that fast.
He ran as soon as he took a bite of that sashimi.
Was he crying because of the taste?
I don't think the sashimi is the problem here, guys.
Shion, could we talk a moment?
Do you mind if we chat a bit?
Now there's something I never thought I'd hear you say.
Remember when we talked about what it was like for me growing up? Well, I thought it only fair that I also get to ask what you were like as a child.
My childhood? Maybe you missed the memo that was going around, but I can't remember anything of my past.
I know. Just whatever you can remember. There's gotta be something, right?
Let me think. Well, have I ever told you about my army days? Back when I used to serve under a Danon master?
Yeah, but that must have been after you were already grown up, right? Do you happen to remember anything from back when you were younger?
Actually, I remember I had a kid with me.
You had a kid?
No, of course not. The child's father was another soldier. Back in those days, we risked our lives for a master we'd never even seen. We just fought for them and didn't even question it. When that kid's dad died and I saw them sitting there crying, I felt this bitter, indescribable feeling. It was like I was drinking something toxic that I knew I shouldn't, but couldn't stop. It was strange. I never understood why I reacted like that. Soldiers died every day. It wasn't anything new.
What it tells me is that deep down, you were the same man then as you are now. You've never been able to accept injustice in the world.
If you keep talking like that, you're going to embarrass me. I wonder whatever happened to that master and poor kid. Not that there's any way of knowing now. You know, I just remembered that kid was good at sewing dolls. They gave me one once. It was a good luck charm to protect me.
Dolls? I'm looking forward to breakfast. Morning. Ready to head out?
This place is rather gloomy.
Why don't you lighten the mood for us while we're here then?
I'll see what I can do.
Guess I misread the landing.
Ah, the spray from this waterfall feels so good.
Seriously. Makes the sweat I worked up getting here all worth it.
Don't get too wet now, you two, or else you'll catch a cold.
I'm not done! Sword Lane Alpha! Stop! Sword Lane Alpha!
Bet that shell's hiding something tasty.
Reload!
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Sword Lane Alpha! I'm not done! Stop! Take this!
Here's evil.
Sword Lane! Its armor's too strong! Then I'll split it open! Be my guest! Here I come!
Evil now.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
See that?
That training's paying off! I'm not
Another
done!
man. This one's mine.
Dragon Form! You're mine! Dragon Form! I'll crush you!
Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
One deadly strike, just as ordered.
Little help.
Here I come!
I can carve through
Not on
armor.
my watch.
Take this!
Fall into
Let
my
us escape!
Here.
Sword Lane Alpha! I owe you one! Sword Lane Alpha! The blade inside me is yours!
Glad you had your uses.
I'll show you how useful I can be!
Sword Lane Alpha!
Now.
Dragon!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished! Now!
Take this!
It's over! Sword Lane Alpha!
Eagle Fly!
You're mine!
Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
So, did you like my boost art?
Yeah, it was off the charts.
This will be a delicious piece of cake. Where are you going?
Sword Lane Alpha!
Flame of fury! Burning
Here!
water! Hear my call!
Be careful, everyone! This one isn't normal!
Do it!
Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang! Easy!
Way to go!
One free!
Hit the mark!
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Eagle Fly!
Seems about right to me. Out of our way!
You're mine! It's over!
Don't mind if I do! Glacial
Take
Spear!
this!
Here's evil!
Sword Lane Alpha!
Here goes! Freeze Blazer!
You're on! Sword Lane Alpha! You got fire!
No
Armor!
Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang! Easy!
Way to go!
No, you can't. Now you see what I can do.
Here!
Astral arts?
That's my cue!
Shut him down! Here I come! Dragon form!
Now!
I'm like bait to them.
Dance in the wind!
Dragon
In
form!
here! Get on in there with the elf!
Do it! It's over! Dragon form! Ignite!
In here!
Take it! Form!
Now! Going! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes.
I've been doing really great lately.
Is that the Zoogle we're looking for?
I won't forgive you!
You're mine! Swordling Alpha!
Hey, when did I get so popular?
They may look cute and stuff, but they're vicious!
It's over! Here I come! Soda!
Do it! Throw! Demons descend! Flashing fang! Easy!
Way to go!
Take it! One knockdown! Soda!
Do it!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! Guess we don't know our own strength.
You could say that again!
Always good to be back in familiar territory.
Yeah! No! You did it!
Really?
Yeah!
What's gotten into him?
He says, instead of making a Zoogle sign, we should be making a Hoodle sign.
He's feeling threatened by a rival.